At some point, this stops being criticism and starts sounding ridiculous.
Could this be the Antichrist?
Trump resembles the beast from the book of Revelation. The beast has a boastful mouth, demands worship, wages war, fights the church, puts his mark on everything, including people's foreheads. Many biblical scholars say Revelation isn't really about the end times. It's about the Roman Empire under Nero, a cruel, power-hungry narcissist who spent the people's money glorifying himself while ignoring their needs. Trump has continuously fought the release of the files and turns out to be named in them between 38,000 and 1,000,000 times. Then came the Iran war, which half the country believes Trump started to distract from his Epstein cover-up. Trump's policies are anti-Christian.
I'm all about the gospel.
Oh yeah? In Matthew 25:35, Jesus said, "Welcome the stranger," people from somewhere else. Trump is deporting them. Jesus said, "Feed the hungry." Trump made the largest ever cut to food stamps. Jesus said, "Care for the sick." Millions are losing health coverage because of the cuts to Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act tax credits in the Big Ugly Bill. Jesus said, "Give to the poor." Instead, the Big Ugly Bill is giving a $2 trillion tax cut to the rich. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Trump has bombed at least 7 countries so far. It's almost as if the human embodiment of all 7 deadly sins.
First, the Book of Revelation claim people have been calling leaders the beast since Nero. It's symbolic, not a personality quiz where you check boxes and go, yep, that's him. Second, the Epstein files. 30,000 to 1,000,000 mentions? Wow, that's not evidence. That's throwing numbers and hoping nobody asks questions. Third, he bombed 7 countries.
Okay, and? Under Barack Obama, U.S. military operations also spanned about 7 countries.
Obama dropped 71 bombs a day. Obama, the first black president of the United States during his 8 years in power from 2009 to 2017, sent troops to wage war in many territories such as Pakistan, Afghanistan, Yemen, Libya, Iraq, and brutally intervened to change the government of Ukraine. Statistics have shown that during the time the United States was led by President Obama, there were 71 bombs dropped each day outside the country's territory, amounting to over 320 bombs in 8 years.
So either every modern president is the Antichrist, or maybe that's just how U.S. policy works.
Fourth, Jesus said, "Welcome everyone." Trump didn't. In Gospel of Matthew, Jesus was talking about how people treat those in need, not writing immigration policy. And now he made healthcare and food assistance worse. Okay, but the Affordable Care Act wasn't perfect either. It expanded coverage, yes, but many still struggled with costs and access. This isn't good versus evil. It's a flawed system. And the grand finale, calling him the
Antichrist.
At that point, you're not debating anymore. You're casting villains in a movie.
This constant name-calling and dehumanizing of the president, or any political figure for that matter, has got to stop. When people go from criticism to calling someone evil or even the Antichrist, it stops being debate and becomes something more dangerous.
That kind of language can influence unstable individuals, and we've already seen moments where political tension turned into real-world threats. That's something everyone should take seriously, no matter which side you're on.
At the same time, half the country supported Trump, and many still do. They believe in the direction he represents, just as others supported leaders like Barack Obama or Joe Biden. In a democracy, that difference is normal.
We don't have to agree, but turning political opponents into villains doesn't move anything forward. It just deepens the divide. If the goal is progress, then the conversation has to stay grounded in facts, not labels.